I didn't escape from a nursing home. Sigh. I escaped a waiting room. You think that place is about care, about comfort, about living longer. That's what they tell you. That's what I believe too. But it's not. It's a clean, quiet, well-managed waiting room for death. Everything there feels safe, too safe. The kind of safe that slowly drains the life out of you without making a sound. The days don't change. The conversations don't change. Just the clock ticking over and over again. I'm 96 years old, and yesterday I walked out. No big plan, no drama, just a small bag in my hand, and whatever time I've got left. Because sitting there staring at that same clock every single day, I realized something that shook me. Long pause. I wasn't living longer. I was dying slower, and if you don't understand that now, if you keep choosing comfort over living, one day you will. But by then, it'll be too late to walk out. At first, it feels like a reward. Soft bed, warm food, no pressure, no responsibilities, no risk. You wake up, and there's nothing expected from you. Nothing is chasing you. Nothing demanding anything. Sounds peaceful, right? That's what I thought too. But peace isn't supposed to feel empty. After a few days, you start noticing things. The silence isn't calm. It's heavy. The kind that sits on your chest. The kind that reminds you nothing new is coming. People don't talk about tomorrow there. They talk about yesterday, over and over again. The job I had, the house I owned, the life I lived. Same stories, same tone, same ending, because that's all they have left. No plans, no risks, no next step. Just memories, on repeat. Sigh. And then it hits you. This place wasn't built for people who live fully. It was built for people who played it safe. People who postponed everything. I'll travel later. I'll rest later. I'll live later. Later never came. So they end up there, safe, comfortable, and completely finished. That's the truth nobody tells you. If you spend your whole life avoiding risk, avoiding discomfort, avoiding failure, you don't end up free. You end up waiting. There was a man in the room next to mine, James, quiet guy, always polite, always sitting by the window like he was waiting for something or someone. We didn't talk much at first, just small things, weather, food, the usual. But one night, I heard him crying, not loud, not dramatic, just broken. I walked in, sat beside him, and he said something I haven't been able to forget since. I thought I had more time. Long pause, that's all he said. No big speech, no wisdom, just that one sentence. Turns out he spent his whole life working, saving, planning, waiting for the right moment to finally enjoy it all. He had money, he had security, he had everything except time. He kept saying, next year I'll travel, next year I'll slow down, next year I'll live. Next year never showed up. Sigh. He died 2 days later, quietly, in that same bed, in that same room, nothing unfinished except his life. And that's when it hit me, not gently, not slowly, like a punch straight through the chest. I wasn't different from him. I was him, just a few days behind. Same mindset, same delays, same lies I told myself for decades. I'll do it later. That night, I didn't sleep. I packed a small bag, sat on the edge of my bed, staring at the door, and for the first time in my life, I was more afraid of staying than leaving. Listen to me carefully. Not as some old man telling stories, but as someone standing at the very end of the road. You've been lied to your whole life. They told you to play it safe. Get a stable job, save your money, avoid mistakes, wait for the right time. There is no right time. There's only time, and you're burning through it faster than you think. You keep saying, I'll enjoy life after I'm settled. I'll take risks once I'm secure. I'll follow my heart when things are stable. That's the trap. That's how it starts. You are a little late today, then a little more next year, and suddenly your whole life becomes one long postponement. Sigh. I did everything right. Worked hard, stayed disciplined, avoided risks, built a life that looked perfect from the outside, but inside, I was waiting. always waiting, waiting for permission, waiting for comfort, waiting for fear to disappear. It never does. Fear doesn't go away. You just run out of time. And let me tell you something you won't hear anywhere else. It's not the mistakes that break you in the end. It's the things you didn't do. The call you never made, the risk you never took, the person you never told how you felt. Those don't fade. They stay. They sit with you quietly for years. And when everything slows down, when there's nothing left to distract you, they come back one by one. Long pause. If you're young, this is your warning. Stop living like you have a second life saved somewhere. You don't. This is it. So take the risk. Make the mistake. Start before you're ready. Let your heart get broken. At least you'll know you lived. Because trust me, ending up safe, comfortable, and full of regret, that's not winning. That's the slowest kind of loss. So here I am, 96 years old, no schedule, no nurse checking on me, no walls telling me when to sleep or when to wake up, just me and whatever time I've got left. Maybe it's a year, maybe it's a month, hell, maybe it's just a week. But for the first time in a long time, it's mine. Not controlled, not managed, not safe, mine. Sigh. People would say I'm crazy for leaving, that I traded comfort for uncertainty. But they don't understand something I learned too late. Comfort can be a cage, a very soft, very quiet, very invisible cage. And most people never even realize they're inside it until it's too late to walk out. Long pause. I don't know how this ends. But I know one thing. I didn't want my last chapter to look like the waiting room. I didn't want my final days to feel like I was already gone. So I walked out, not to live longer, but to finally live at all. If you're listening to me right now, don't wait. Don't save your life for later. Later is a lie, and it's a dangerous one. Long pause. If this meant something to you, if even a small part of you felt this, then maybe you're not as stuck as you think. Stay close. There's more truth coming, and next time, it might hit even harder. So here I am, 96 years old, no schedule, no nurse checking on me every hour, no soft voice reminding me when to eat, when to sleep, when to exist. Just me and whatever time I've got left. It's strange. You spend your whole life trying to build control, structure, stability, safety, and then one day you realize all of it slowly turned into a cage. Not a loud one, not a painful one, a quiet one, a comfortable one. The kind you don't question because it feels right. Sigh. Maybe I don't have much time now. Maybe it's a year, maybe it's a month, maybe it's just a few mornings left. But listen to me, for the first time in a long time, it's mine. Every second. Unplanned, unprotected, real. Long pause. Last night, I sat on a bench. Nothing special. Cold wood, slight wind, empty street, cars passing in the distance, a couple walking by, laughing about something small. I couldn't even hear what they said, but I watched them, and something inside me shifted. That used to be me, before I started postponing everything. Before I convinced myself that life was something you prepare for, instead of something you live. Sigh. I sat there for a long time, doing nothing, no TV, no routine, no one is watching me, and for a moment I felt something I hadn't felt in years, not comfort, not safe, not control, freedom, raw, uncertain, a little scary, but alive. Long pause. And you know what scared me the most? Not the cold, not the silence, not even the thought that I could fall sick out here with no one around. No, what scared me was how easily I almost accepted the alternative. That room, that chair, that slow, quiet fading. I could still see it in my mind, the same hallway, the same clock, ticking, always ticking, people sitting there, waiting, not for something to happen, but for something to end. And the worst part, they don't even realize it. They think they're being taken care of. They think they're lucky. Sigh. I almost became one of them. Almost. Just another man with a lifetime of almosts. I almost traveled, almost spoke up, almost lived. Long pause. But I walked out. Late? Yes. Too late? No. Because even one real moment is worth more than years of safe waiting. Even one night on that bench, feeling the world move around you, is worth more than 1,000 silent days in that room. So if you're listening to me right now, don't wait for everything to make sense. Don't wait until you feel ready. Don't wait until it's safe, because that's how it begins. That's how you slowly trade your life for comfort, for approval, for a future that never really arrives. Long pause. One day, you'll look up from your routine, from your plans, from your perfectly structured life, and you'll feel it. That quiet emptiness, that feeling that something slipped through your hands, and by then, the door won't be as easy to walk through. Sigh. I don't know how my story ends, but I know this. I didn't want my last chapter to feel like the waiting room. I didn't want my final days to look like I was already gone. So I left, not to live longer, but to finally live, even if it's just for a little while. Long pause. And maybe that's all life ever was. Not something to secure, not something to control, but something to feel before it slips away.